safe and removed. You never get hung up. Never.
Let's see here. Yeah, c'est Orlando White, that's Diné'e. Naaneesht'ézhi comprend. Initially, Aro Naakai Diné'e bashes chin. Tkachini, that's Jay, Aro Kiani, that's Nala. Tółikan den Asha, good out initially. Pronunciation marks are proof. Of one's own cultural sentience. Those authentic reverberations above the cap height where breath pressures tongue against teeth. Below the baseline where throat exhales the long accent vowel. In that moment, it echoes through, nose, quivers as phonemic air. The organic tickle of hli. Atsisten. Below the skull there is a part of a letter, shaped like a bone, but the skull is not a skull. It is a black dot with white teeth, and the piece of the letter under it is not really a bone, rather a dark spine. This is not the end of language. When it was alive, it had a rib cage, each rib taken out by small pincers. The way strands of eyelash are removed from eyelids, and the dot used to have eyes, white like 2 grains of salt, but they were dissolved by 2 drops of ink. The way a letter fades on the page after many years of reading, or how it soaks into a fingerprint and forgets itself. The way a word tries to breathe inside a closed book. The way a letter shivers when a page is turned, because underneath sound there is thought, language, a complete structure. Within the white coffin of paper, if you shake it and listen, it will move, rattle like bones on the page. Unwritten. Excavate what appears to be an O. Remove its tiny white cranium. Within text, there is extinction. bone-shaped artifacts. Enough to reveal part of what covers a skull. To scrape out its ink with a trowel, loop of an unfinished alphabet. C bent in an incomplete circle. Is not vacant, only quiet and nameless. Unwritten in the depths of the page. An unswathed sound. See the skeleton of its head, how it grins, how its sentence teeth clench until it fractures a piece of a letter. Dig the rest of its design from layered page. Chip at its body until bone exposes. Fold paper in half and feel it separate from its form. Chart its ink structure, that framework of a word. Just a body bag. That is where the calcium hardens. To uncolor. Use paper tweezers, pinch frink, excuse me. Use paper tweezers, pinch free the ink delicately like pin bones from a fish. Pull out stems, crossbars, ascenders and descenders. Now, place the page inside a crucible, fill with chlorine and bring to a boil. Add a measure of borax to help cleanse serif blotches. Place a lid atop of it. Wait momentarily. When the edges of type are anti-alias, the limits of language restrain. In the meantime, think of folio steam burns, its layers blistering black, color fluid discharging, and then liquid parching. Do not damage the surface. A smudge is immutable. Even its dense sentences and paragraphs should begin to degrade as the pulp loosens. Watch as the letter disarticulates from its baseline like a pivotal joint unhitching from a spine through maceration. It's in that moment print attains a satori of blankness, permutes the paper of complete space. Thank you.